guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do a review video of the 1960s Mario Bava Gothic horror Black Sunday, or in the Italian language the movie was called, what is it? La Maschera del Demonio, the Mask of Satan. Okay, so let's take a look at what's coming inside of the package here. And then after I show you everything that's involved in the packaging of everything, I will tell you what I thought about the film and some facts about it. So, okay guys, so here is the Black Sunday Steelbook. So let me open it here for you. Take off this. This has all the special features card on it, so I'll put that right here. And then front of the case. There's the artwork on the disc itself, and there's only one disc in here, but it has all of the films on one disc there. So there's two versions of the featured movie Black Sunday, okay, and then there's also a full-length feature of I Vampiri, or Vampiri, however the Italians would say that. So there's a disc, alright, and the artwork on the inside. Okay, Revenge of the Vampire. The undead demons of hell terrorize the world in an orgy of stark horror, starring Barbara Steele and John Richardson. Okay, and here's the back of it. Hopefully it's not shining too much there for you. Love this picture right here. It's so cool. Barbara Steele there. Okay, also, step to the side. Get the little book here. I'm going to show you La Maschera del Demonio. And that's the Mask of Satan, which was the Italian name. Here's the first scene of the movie, basically. Some posters from the Italian La Maschera del Demonio. Guess I'm saying that right. Barbara Steele. There's another poster there, Italian version. And this is basically a write-up here on the movie Black Sunday, which Black Sunday is the American release title that they made. That picture right there, I hope it focuses good on it, but that picture right there is what made me buy this movie. When I saw that picture on the internet, I was like, wow, that just blew me away. I thought she looked so awesome. So I had to have it. There we go, Revenge of the Vampire. There's the movie poster from the American release, Black Sunday. And it talks about Barbara Steele here, Steele crazy. More kind of an interview. And then here is the other movie that's on the disc here, I Vampiri. The Italian poster for that. And then the write-up on that film. Some shots of it. That's a cool picture. CinemaScope. Some stills from the movie there. And that right there. Now let me go over the special features here. So basically you have the limited edition Steelbook packaging, which is the metal case here. You have the high definition Blu-ray, which is on there. Presentation of two versions of the film, The Mask of Satan, which is the European version with score by Roberto Nicolosi and Black Sunday, the re-edited and redubbed American release version with Les Baxter score on home video for the very first time. 3 audio versions, optional Italian, European English, and American English redub and rescore, the English subtitles for both English versions and the new English subtitle translation of the Italian audio. Audio commentary with Bava biographer and expert Tim Lucas. Introduction to the film by author and critic Alan Jones. An interview with the star and horror icon Barbara Steele. Now the interview on this was done in 1995, and I'll tell you, if you're kind of thinking she was probably around 20 years old when she filmed this, 95, that makes her at least 50, maybe later. I'm going to tell you, she was still hot. So again, that was, 10 years ago, so she's gotten a little bit older, but wow, she really held up well. She's a beautiful woman. Okay, and they had some deleted scenes of the Italian version, which just really didn't make sense at all. They threw those back into the Italian version, and it was just haphazardly done, and it'll explain to you when you watch the features about how that was brought around. It just didn't make sense at all. The American version with it completely taken out was a much better idea to take it completely out. Okay, we also have the international trailer, US trailer, Italian trailer, TV spots, I Vampiri, which is also full-length movie. Now, Bava was the cinematographer on that movie, and what happened was the director quit one day before the film was going to be finished, and Bava took over as the director, so he got the credits for it, but he finished it in a couple of days after the main director quit. Okay, I Vampiri is also considered Italy's first sound horror film. It was directed by Riccardo Freda, who was the one that quit. You've got the I Vampiri trailer on here, the trailer reel. It's also got a 40-minute trailer reel from Mario Bava. It basically kind of gives you a look into the Italian cinema, but it's 40 minutes long. So it's pretty interesting, though. You got a statement of Riccardo Freda on I Vampiri and Mario Bava, newly translated from the original Italian for the first time, illustrated with original stills and posters. So there you go, guys. That's what's inside. So hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so now that you've seen everything that comes in the packaging of the movie, let me tell you some facts about it and what I thought about the movie itself. So, some people say that this was Mario Bava's debut as a director, but in actuality, I believe in 1957 there was a film which is also included on the Blu-ray here called I Vampiri. Okay, so there was another director that started to make the movie. He quit, I think, a day before it was finished, and Mario Bava took over and got the credits for being the director on it. So, depends on how you look at it. He was there for a day or two. He was a cinematographer on it before. So, for complete, beginning to end, this is actually his first movie debut as a director on his own. Okay. So that's one fact about it. So the movie was set, in kind of old Italian or France or something like that. Vampire is in France. Setting is not really stated too much about where this one's set. It's in an old castle. It's a Gothic horror. It's shot in black and white. And another interesting thing about the black and white thing is during the interview with Barbara Steele, she said that Mario did not allow any colors on the set at all. So not only was it filmed in black and white film, but the clothes, the set, everything was black and white. So it gave it a really rich, unique tone to it when you watched it. So that was really interesting for me to find out that information. So that was one fact about it. I got some notes here, so excuse me here. I can't remember everything I wanted to say about this movie. But basically the movie is about Barbara Steele, who plays this witch, okay, and she's accused of witchcraft and going against the family. The witch's name is Princess Asa, and she comes from a very noble family. I think her brother also is involved in this kind of an inquisition, and I don't know, it doesn't kind of really tell what their relationship was, but there's some hints that maybe they had some kind of relationship romantically with her brother, and that's another reason why they I guess put them on trial or whatever. But anyway, they're found guilty. They kill the brother, and then for Barbara Steele the witch, they take this mask. It's the Mask of Satan, which is the Italian name. It's got all these spikes on the inside, kind of like an Iron Maiden. If you would ever see an Iron Maiden when the whole body goes in there, it closes and it impales you with all these sticks. Well, this mask is the same way. On the inside is all these nails. I guess they're about that long, you know. So they nail this thing to her face, okay, which, you know, they're going to burn her also, but I'm pretty sure that mask would have killed her. So they put her on the pyre, okay, with the big bonfire and everything. They start to light it, but this big storm comes all of a sudden, and it rains and puts out the fire, so they're unable to burn her. So they take her to the crypt, and some of the traditions, I guess, they put her in this coffin, which has a glass kind of window in it. Then there's a cross that she's looking at, which supposedly says she can never come back because she's looking at this cross, you know, for eternity. Okay, so cut now 200 years later, these two guys are traveling through the countryside, and they're going to this certain city or castle or something, and their coach gets not a flat tire because they don't have tires, but anyway, the wheel comes off. Okay, so the two guys with their doctor and a doctor's assistant, they start looking around while the driver changes the tire, and they come upon this crypt. Okay, so they, you know, the door is like shutting, going in and out, you know, kind of making a noise, so they go in and look in. And of course, the witch from 200 years ago, his tomb is in there, okay? So, some events happen. I don't want to give you guys all the details and everything, but some events happen, and some blood gets spilled by accident, which brings the witch back from the dead, and the kind of events just go on from there, okay? So, what I thought about I thought the movie was fantastic, okay? You gotta think, it's the 1960s. Okay, it's black and white, and I remember when I was a kid, you know, I grew up in the beginning of color television. I remember me and my brothers and sisters, if a black and white movie came on at that time, we were like, you know, no, I'm gonna watch that. You know, it's got to be colored. Today, you know, it's the time, it's the sign of the times now. You know, we have to watch color. Throw out the black and whites. We don't need them. But now, you know, at the age that I am now, when I look at those movies, they're so beautifully done. They're so well. It doesn't take away from the movie at all, which I used to think it did. But the movie is so rich, so beautiful. The scenes are shot amazingly. I can't say enough good things about this movie. It's a really, really great movie, masterpiece in my opinion. Barbara Steele is gorgeous. She's, I don't know, she's just beautiful. So that's what I thought about the movie. I'd give it a big thumbs up. If you like the Gothic horror type kind of movies, you don't mind the black and white, you like classics, this movie is for you. It's great. Another one of the movies that come on the CD is, like I said before, I Vampiri. It's a totally separate movie with a totally different story. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit about it. You know, it's this family, and basically one of the family members is using the blood of virgins to keep her youthful appearance for so many generations, and it's kind of a love story involved in it, and a kind of a murder mystery in a way. So it was good. Not as good as Black Sunday, you know, not as good as all, but you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie at all. And just to have a piece of history from, you know, Mario Bava's first stint as a director, it was pretty cool. So that's, you know, basically it. That's what I thought of the movie. I think you should get it. if you can still find it. It's really good. It's from Arrow. The Steelbook version is what I've got. It was an amazing buy, so I'm very happy with it. So at that, thanks so much for joining me and listening to my review. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so you get my videos added to your inbox. And please, please, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. It lets me know, kind of gives me an idea of if you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. So with that, I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.